Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with more of Avadon 3, the Warborn. We're about to continue here. You know, that's what I'm talking about, a new kingdom that the Pact wouldn't be happy about. Is going to be interesting. The Pact won't appreciate that. I don't like your insolence, Worm. I am still a Hand of Avadon. Zethron snarls, Hand of Avadon. I am so tired of hearing that phrase. You think you are so important? You think Avadon means anything to me? To me, you are an ant among ants. Hand of Avadon. What nonsense. I warn you, human. I grow tired of you pests. That is why I came here. You will leave now. I am done with you. I'm afraid that I need to beat some humility into you. As Zethron starts to respond, then he is overcome with a wave of rage. Centuries of resentment at your kind washes over him. This was just one insult too many. He roars in fury. The crystals surrounding him begin to glow. Then he takes a deep breath. Oh, I meant to summon the blessing pylon, not the snare turret. Can I still summon the... Okay, this honestly promises to be a bit of a tedious fight, but let's go ahead and take a chance with it anyway. Let's go ahead and give these to Nathalie and... Dang, he did like 181 damage right there. Crap, man. Zethron is now irritated. He mutters a word of command, activating more of his precious defenses. Some of the piles of rocks in the corner begin to stir. They form into crude humanoid forms which lumber towards you. Okay, so it looks like Zethron is going to be a tough fight. So I would need to be well supplied for that. Okay, so... yeah. We'll just ignore it because I don't think I'm really well stocked up for it. But that is interesting that you can provoke him and attack him. Alright, in the meantime, though, let's just go ahead and get out of here. If he's going to be... we might actually save a fight with him until we're stronger. Now that I think about it. Because we will probably need those buffs later. So, maybe we can come back, but... yeah, we might actually take him on later. When we're actually stronger. Because he is very strong right now. In the meantime, though, let's just go ahead... and head right back to Avadon. Okay, it looks like he doesn't have any new dialogue for us. But now that I think about it, we probably could go back and also get a hair of Redbeard. Because I think I am missing a specific interaction here. We'll talk to Lord Savarl here in a bit, but... oh. Out of the deep woods. What are these portals here? What happens if we go right here? Okay, it is interesting that we couldn't actually find a hair there. So I really don't know what Durin is talking about. You're in luck. Your potential base only had horrifying ghosts in it. I cleared them out. Lord Savarl is thrilled to hear the tale. Good. Good for us all. I can give you a reward. Surprisingly, he presents you with the scarab. We steal this, can't use it, give it to you for thanks. I send word to my boss now. Will be grateful. Lord Svaral will get more happy years in Avadon for this. Maybe even bring a few wives. Lucky happy times for Lord Svaral. Anything else I can do for you? No, can't afford it. Don't need to. You give Tribe of Svaral a great future. Avadon is a friend to the Warborn. Interesting. I'm done here. Alright, so we cleared out the Dragon quest and also the Lord Svaral quest. So yeah, I wonder if I really can take on Zethron when I'm a lot stronger. Maybe I have to be level 30. Okay, now that I looked it up, someone did say in the comment section about finding a hair. So, where is it even at? I don't even... Oh. Here it is. I think this is where. I hope we do get the opportunity to deny, though. Redbeard moved into his quarters very quickly. He just dumped all of his personal effects into here. You find a jumble of toiletries, mixed articles of clothing, scrolls, and other personal effects. Nothing is great value. You remember the request Envoy Deering gave you in Avadon. You picked through the stuff thinking Redbeard might have been careless with it. Your hunch is correct. In an ivory comb at the bottom of the box, you find a few strands of hair. You take it. It might be useful. You can always throw it away later. Okay, that's not as good as the one I already have on I have on Braylon already. Okay, but yeah, I remembered I was missing a specific interaction, but I wasn't sure where to find it or where to trigger it here. And it did say I can always throw it away later. Do we have any more dialogue options from Redbeard himself? Okay, nothing here. Cornered Prey, the greatest traitor. Envoy. Okay, I guess the next place we're gonna go to then is The Baraza Woods, I guess. Actually, no, I want to take companions, but I keep forgetting to see sometimes what... that isn't really too useful to me now, honestly. Actually, no, it's still useful. This is mental, this is hostile. Okay. Yeah, we can still make use of that. Let's go to the far Baraza Woods then. Or actually, no, let's go to the Temple of Lusa. Okay, yeah, let's do the far Baraza Woods first. You have reached the section of the Baraza Woods marked on your map. The journey here was surprisingly fast and easy. There is now an actual free road through this region. A few years ago, that wouldn't have been possible. Kalimdor and Hoklanda have been fighting a small civil war over this insignificant forest for centuries. The Age of Chaos finally brought them back to their senses. The force is being divided between them, and anyone who wants to fight over it has to face the wrath of Avadon. Your mission here will hopefully be uneventful. You find a real sign of the growing peace in this area, an actual village. You're looking at the settlement of New Woodhome. It's a proper town, mostly settled by Hochlandans. Even a few years ago, a village like this would be destroyed by raiders almost immediately. Now the farmers wave at you as you cross the bridge. It's a rare sign of hope. London farmer. The shop is a lot more luxurious than you expect to find out here in the wilds. This young Hochlandan man is an accomplished leatherworker, and his goods are on display all around you. The Baraza Woods must be peaceful now. Even though he's Hochlandan, when you enter, he isn't at all worried that you've come here to murder him. Welcome, welcome, traveler. I am Crafter Rafe. We welcome strangers in New Woodhome. Please enter and look at my goods. I make fine leather goods, and I also craft custom goods. I'd love to help you. Tell me about New Woodhome. It is small, you've seen all of it. He laughs. Small farms, my shop, a handful of pack soldiers to keep order. We have big plans, though. When peace comes, this will be a real town. How long have you been here? 3 years. I set up my shop just before the Age of Chaos started. Bad timing. Still, I managed to prosper. This region has been surprisingly peaceful. Most of the Taiwan invaders went to Daram. I'm glad we've lived. This is an important place. Why is the settlement important? Because Kellum and Hochlandans live together here without killing each other. This will be Hochlandan land when the Baraza Woods are finally divided, but we treat the Kellum friendly and well. What this land needs now is a few good examples. We are all of the pact. Any opinions on the conflict? It was madness, centuries of waste and conflict, and inside the pact, we should all act like brothers. Now I live next to Dax. He's a farmer to the west. He's a Kellum, but we live peacefully next to each other. Should always have been that way. Crafter Rafe constantly looks nearby, all smiles and helpfulness. You doubt that he gets a lot of customers. His work is very nice, though. You can imagine warriors journeying all the way out here to get the finest armor. What work do you do here? I do leather work. The beasts of the Baratha Woods provide the best of materials. I make and sell leather goods. Also, if you bring me quality skins, I can make armor for you. For a fee. Let me see your wares. Crafter Wraith makes terrific leather armor. Terrific, but expensive. Ooh. Can he craft something for me? Of course. For you, he looks you over. I can tell only the finest will do. My specialty for my best customers is drake skins. Give me 1, 2, or 3 drake skins and 300 coins and I'll make fine equipment for you. I don't need anything right now. I'm honored that you consider me. Come back if you change your mind. I am looking for information. Race pleasant shopkeeper exterior wavers, but just for a moment. Newwood Home is a friendly and welcoming place. Please tell me what you need to know. He is wary. The Baratha Woods are not as peaceful as he likes to pretend. Though, before I help, tell me about something about yourself. Why are you here? Your answer might help me help you. I don't want to say. I see. Your lack of trust doesn't hurt my feelings. This can be a dangerous land. Ask your questions. I will try to help. There is something I want to know. Ask. I will help if I can. Any unusual activity in the area? Unusual? No, it is dangerous. There are savage beasts in the woods. A few guerrillas still lurk out there. Kellum and Hulk London, who refuse to stop fighting over these woods. The Baratha Woods are wild and perilous. However, that's not unusual. I'm looking for a hidden camp of rebellious Hulk Londons. Your question distresses Rafe. Hulk Londons, who are still fighting the Pact? It is possible. I try very hard not to learn anything about that. It shames me that some from my nation still break the laws of the Pact in this way. You're pretty sure he's telling the truth. Any rogue Kellum warriors hiding out here, around here? I hope not. If they were out there, I would be in real danger. I'm Hulk London, after all. I am a shopkeeper, not a scout. I don't know about the Kellum. He's pretty nervous, but he's probably telling the truth. I'm looking for a missing Kellum. Name is Gryfyn. Now Rafe has to think. Hard. He makes you some tea, sits with you, and spends several minutes quietly sipping. Finally, he speaks. There is a ruined lumberyard to the northwest. Go into the main building. There is a button hidden behind a clay jug. Press it. That is all I will say. How did you learn about this? Many people come through my shop. I am well known in the area. That is all he says. Why are you telling me? I want peace, traveler. Many do. There are things that must happen before there is real peace. We all do what we can to bring it about. Okay. Leather bound shield. He takes the money and counts it. Then he takes the skins and inspects them. Very nice. Excuse me. He retires into his workshop. One of his assistants brings you tea. You wait for a few hours. He finally emerges from the workshop, bearing a new shield for you. The drake skin was treated and stretched over a wooden frame. It looks frail. It's not. Drake skin is better than iron after I treat it. I would like a leather cloak. Drake skin, after I'm done with it, is tough as iron. This cloak will shelter you well. I swear it. I would like a fine leather jerkin. This armor will keep you safe. I swear it. Battle shelter. On the dexterity. That might be good for oh dang it, she can't wield it. But maybe Botan can wield it. Enchantment cloak, we'll put that on. Wanderer's jerkin. That sounds like it would be very handy for her. Oh, come on, get out of my way. Oh, come, will you move? Okay, whatever. Okay, he does have... Okay, so... I guess we're looking for Duke Gryfyn first. Wait, who is this group here? A small patrol of pack soldiers is watching this section of road. This is in itself a surprising improvement. A few years ago, the army wouldn't enter the Brazza Woods without a large force. Things must be much calmer now. The patrol is led by a lone watcher. She walks up to greet you. She is from the Cava and she looks a little suspicious. Hello, warrior. I'm Watcher Simra. Often we see travelers on this road, especially one as well armed as you. Mind if I ask who you are? I'm just passing through. Simra nods. You're no aimless traveler. I can tell that in a second. You're also not a Farlander. No cause to stop you. This is a free road now. You can continue. Just have a warning for you. What is your warning? There's some old, ugly magic in these woods. Some creatures hunt the road. Cursed beasts work by magic. Travel should be safe. They stay away from us. You might not be so safe. Be careful. Move fast. That's all. Watcher Simra and her warriors are willing to spend some time speaking with you, though they are constantly watching the woods for movement. The Brazza Woods are not entirely safe territory yet. Tell me about this road. This is one of the 3 roads through the Brazza Woods. Very dangerous. When the Kelm and Hochlandans were still fighting over this forest. Now that little war is ending. That's why I was sent here. Hanvar's council declared this road a free road. We're keeping it that way. Tell me more about the conflict. It was stupid. Kelm, Daryl, and Hochlanda each decided a few centuries ago that this forest belonged to them. They fought over it. Been fighting, one way or another, ever since. Then the Age of Chaos started, and they finally realized the pact has real enemies. We can't afford their dumb squabbles anymore. How long have you served here? Just a year. Was brought up from the Cava. We of the Cava believe in laws, not feuds and grudges. That's why they sent me. Be a good example. I'll remind Kelm, Daryl, and Hochlanda what true duty looks like. I like some information. Watcher Simra nods. She's happy to help. Ask away. Sending travelers in the right direction is a lot of my job. Any settlements around here? Just one within a day's march. It's New Woodhome. She points to the southeast. It's small and we keep it safe. Long as you stay there or on the main road, you won't have problems. I'm looking for a hidden camp of Hochlandans. Now Watcher Simra is suspicious. Hidden camp? Not sure what sort of mercenary you are. You're going to fight for the guerrillas? We have a problem. I think all the holdouts are gone. We keep away from the hills, though. He points to the northeast. That's where the Hochlandans used to have a base. Any Kelm warriors hiding around here? The guards all look at each other. We stick to the road, traveler. That's our orders. We don't roam off it. Not even to the old ruined keep. She nods toward the southwest. We stay away from there. Not safe. Maybe I can help with the cursed monsters. This pleases Simra greatly. I thought you looked like a blade for hire. Glad to hear it. Yes, there are 3 mad beasts in these woods. Cursed. Probably hit with some dark Kelm magic early in the war. Kill them and you'd be doing the pact a real service. Might even be payment in it too. What are the beasts? 3 have been seen. A mad dire wolf with red eyes. A lizard that can freeze you at a glance. Surprised anyone ever survived to tell about that one. And a skeleton. A walking skeleton. Hard to believe, but it's the truth. Is there a bounty? Yes, I've been authorized to pay bounties. 1 bounty if you kill 1 beast, a second if you kill all 3. How can I find the monsters? They lurk in the pass off of the main road. They move around fast, so they're hard to find. Look for blood and piles of bones. That's a good tip. The cursed beasts, they are messy eaters. Who made these monsters? Simra shrugs. Some of the people fighting over these woods got a little crazy. Use all sorts of brutal techniques. Illegal magic. Strange what greed for land can make a person do. Watcher Simra patrols the free roads north of New Woodhome and the Brazza Woods. She asked for your help pacifying that wild section of forest. There are 3 cursed beasts lurking in the ruins and groves near the road. Find and destroy them to receive a generous bounty. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm still missing an interaction here, so let's go back here real quick. Unless it's already too late and I can't get it now. Ah, well. What have you been up to? Okay, it looks like we're not gonna get anything here right now. Okay. The jar contains nothing but a scattering of dust and gravel. However, remembering what Crafter Ray told you, you carefully inspect the wall behind the jar. Sure enough, one of the stones in the wall looks loose. You push it and a nearby section of wall slides away. The small lumber yard has been abandoned for some time. Logs and tools are rotting quietly, and rotting piles of lumber have been infested with rodents. There is a strong chill in the air, and the grass is dotted with patches of frost. You're immediately on edge. Some defenders have been placed here. Too bad I can't really do any, like, fire-based attacks. Although I can do this. Oh, screw your charm. Screw your charm. Oh, come on, really? That's so annoying. Alright, kill them. Braces of the Hawk. Bracers of the Hawk. That would go good on Botan. I'm waiting for these hostile effects to go, and then... You reach an overgrown grove. A small band of Kelm travelers waits for you in the middle of the ring of crumbling standing stones. Most of them are warriors, serious, vicious, old campaigners. They watch your every move, ready to unleash considerable violence in an instant. They are guarding an old Kelm man. The confidence of high breeding is obvious on him, undimmed by years of trudging through the wilderness, hiding from the vengeance of the pack. He says, "You have found me, traveler. I was Duke Gryfyn. Once a leader, now a traitor, hiding and hunted. Come state your business. I will need to flee soon." We gotta sell that one. You join Duke Gryfyn, one of the most infamous of the pack's traitors, for lunch. He invites you to sit with him in the stone circle. You share a small meal. He is true royalty. He is dirty and exhausted, but he makes this grove in the wilderness feel like a cozy sitting room. You do have time to evaluate him. He wields no blade, but several wands hang from his belt. His wealth brought him powerful magical defenses. Finally, he says, "I can't stay in one place for too long. We need to settle our business. Quickly, please. I don't know you. You only know what the pack told you. Perhaps I should say who I was. I'd like to know who you were." He leans back against one of the standing stones. "I was royalty. I was a duke in Kelm Daryl. Other dukes and duchesses were greater, I admit. Still, I had wealth and influence beyond what most could dream of. I was a fool. I wanted to use that power to make our world better. I wanted to solve a problem. What was the problem? I thought the pact was failing. There was no belief in it anymore. No sense of duty. The 5 members of the pack squabbled and fought. None would put the greater good above their own interests. What did you think would happen to the pack? It would grow weak and degenerate. Eventually, the Farlands would swarm and destroy us. It may have been lucky they attacked us as early as they did, before rot could truly set in. So what did you do?" "I tried to bring about more peace. I reached out to Hoklanda to try to end our battles. It didn't work. I gave up hope. Once I stopped believing in the pact, all I could do was look out for Kelm Daryl. My main responsibility was to be good for my own people. So you betrayed the pact." "I found a way to contact Deless. You are savvy enough to find me. I suspect you have heard the name." You nod. "I gave him assistance in return for mercy for Kelm Daryl. He was true to his word. My people suffer less than others in the Age of Chaos. You admit you are a traitor." "I do, and for nothing. The invasion of the Farlands, it turns out, is what forced the pact to finally come together. I helped a great enemy. The pact reacted by working together. Even the stupid eternal conflict over this forest is finally ending. I helped cause the war that will keep the pact together for centuries more. Yet I get no thanks. I am a hunted man and nothing else." "So you have been hiding in the wilderness?" "Yes. 4 years. I made myself very hard to find. Thus, I know that when someone finds me, I know they had a very good reason to do so. I have no casual meetings. I'm a wanderer now. I wander the woods aimlessly with nothing to do but try to survive. I have come here to bring justice, traitor." Duke Gryfyn rises. In an instant, his wands are in his hands. He moves far faster than you expected. His jewelry must contain some powerful magic. "I am tired of killing bounty hunters, but I don't want to die. I hope this miserable existence ends, but I don't have the courage to allow it. Good luck, warrior." Gryfyn is defending himself with a pair of wands. They are powerful artifacts, probably custom made for him when he was still wealthy and powerful. They are really dangerous, even to someone as experienced as you. Happily, their power is also finite, assuming that you can outlast them. Now screw your fatigue effect. Let's go ahead and give one of each. Let's go ahead and give one of these to each of them. I've been waiting to kill Duke Gryfyn for so long, honestly. I wanted to kill him in the first game, but I knew it wasn't actually canon. So we'll just do it right here. Oh, I forgot to regenerate, put that on, yeah. The power flowing out of Gryfyn's wands is starting to waver. It comes out in fits and starts, accompanied by sad little wisps of smoke. Gryfyn doubles his efforts and attacks with more intensity. He hopes to defeat you before his magical trinkets are out of power. At last, Gryfyn falls, one of the greatest traitors in the history of the pack. He meets his end in a remote grove in the middle of nowhere. His name will enjoy a small amount of infamy. Then he will be utterly forgotten. Well, that's bull. The polished wood box contains only one thing, a scroll. The wax seal is broken. You pick up the scroll and read it. The invitation is simpler than you expected. It says, "You, Gryfyn, and only Gryfyn, is called. Come to Delest to plan the next step. And Tidia ruins. Present the scroll, or the defense will destroy you. There is Also a day a few weeks in the future. You have plenty of time to travel to the Tawan. You take the invitation. And I earned a medal, the Kellum Trader. Alright, well, before I actually go right back to Redbeard, I do want to do the other quest, of course. But yeah, that was great. But yeah, now I'm fully satisfied that we finally were able to kill Duke Gryfyn. Like, yeah, obviously it wasn't canon to kill him in the first 2 games, even though you had that option. But since the last one, I'll just take satisfaction in doing it now. Alright, hopefully this doesn't prompt the next, you know what, yeah, let's go ahead and take our, invitation to... Actually, no, let's, just do the rest of the quest. Actually, let's just give him the invitation. I found Gryfyn's invitation. Redbeard says, I don't want to touch it. It might have some odd magic. Hold it so I can see it. You do so. He leans close. Yes. This is what we need. The paper is strangely plain, but definitely genuine. With this, an Age Kellum can enter the meeting. Now I can send you. You can destroy our great enemy once and for all. Redbeard asks what happened to Gryfyn. You say that he is dead. The Keeper mutters, at least you managed to hunt down one target. Now that I have the invitation, where do I go? Redbeard says, bring out the invitation. You place the scroll on the table in front of him. He bends close and looks at it, being careful not to touch it. Antidia Ruins. That is where the invitation says to go. It took some time for us to figure out where that place is. It is an obscure pile of rubble deep in Tawan lands. We know roughly where it is, but not exactly. You will find it and lead us there. Then we will sneak a force in, invade his tunnels, and eradicate those pests once for all. This is a very dangerous mission, and you will have to go alone. Prepare yourself. Settle your affairs. When you are finally ready, let me know. Ooh, I am not yet ready. Unfortunate. Disappointing. Go do what you need to. Hurry, we have little time. Indeed. I'm definitely not ready yet. I have to go alone. Man, enough of this non-companion stuff. I like having my companions. Okay. But duly noted. I would much rather take care of these quests before I proceed with something like that. Torch is still doing what he usually does, hobbling around his current fortress looking for a way to be useful. Happily, Fort Foresight is still damaged from when the Tawan occupied it. There's plenty to do. When he sees you, he turns to approach you. Raylan, I'm sorry to trouble you. I have another message. You have a new message for me? Yes, a merchant passed through the camp recently. He passed on a message. A woman is camped just northeast. A small camp, I think. Her name is Envoy Diren. She is hiding out there. I'm supposed to tell you to go out and meet her, so that's what I just did. Envoy Diren? I don't know her. I think you've met her, though. The messenger said you know who she was. Why is she hiding out there? Torch shrugs. These are the great dealings of great people. I don't know anything about them. I just carry messages. Okay, so... I know that strength leveled up, so I do know that much. And we are getting closer to level 6 now. Alright, do I want to go ahead and see Envoy Deeren real quick? Or just go ahead and save the game? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then I do want to explore the rest of the area before I... Once again, you meet Envoy Deeren, that constantly moving agent and spy for Hanvar's council. Surprisingly, she isn't staying in the comfort and safety of the main fort. Instead, she has a small, humble camp out here, out of sight. She is dirty from the road, but she's grown used to it. She motions for you to join her at her camp. I'm glad you found me, Raylan. I was afraid that you wouldn't. We have a little bit of business to conclude. I hear that you've had a bit of violent misfortune since last we met. 3 hands fallen to you. Tisk tisk. You know about the death of the hands? Envoy Deeren is amused. Of course. What sort of incompetence do you take me for? The knowledge has spread. We are making sure all know the suffering Redbeard is causing. Don't worry, it is still a secret. Only those who have to know of the massacre do. That will change quickly when the war ends. Redbeard will pay for this. Why are you out here? I am here to deal with you, and I don't want Redbeard to know. Also, after your recent killings, I don't want my name linked to yours by anybody. So what have you been up to? She leans back against the log and sips some tea. Traveling, visiting fortresses, getting reports, trying to track the course of this war. It's been exhausting. I miss civilization. How goes the war? We are winning. The Cimmerians are in disarray. The Wildworm Rebellion has crumbled. The Warborn are back to being what they always were. The age of chaos might end soon. At last, Hanvar's council can claim victory and begin writing the history. You don't think Redbeard helped? Unofficially, it is possible that Les did have something to do with the war. Your disrupting his diplomacy might have fractured the alliance of the Farlands a little early. But officially, Redbeard is a mad old man raving out in the wilderness. He will sink. Don't let him drag you down with him. What do you want people to think? The truth. Avadon should serve Hanvar's council. Protus is the true keeper. Redbeard and his old ways are best forgotten. This war was won by the loyal soldiers of the pack. It is the correct story. It is even, as I see it, basically true. Why have you sent for me? I asked for your help. I asked in the name of your leaders for some of Redbeard's hair. I came here to collect it for you. Why do you really want the hair? To weave magic to use against Redbeard. Whatever our mages can do with the hair, it will be very limited. It is still something. We need every edge we can get when the final conflict comes. I don't have any of his hair, and I have no intention of ever getting any. Envoy Deeren doesn't detect the lie. She frowns. She sips her tea, thinking about how to proceed. Finally, she says, all right, noted. I admire your loyalty, at least. Good luck, Raylan. With a master like yours, you will really need it. You should go now. I need to resume my journey, and we shouldn't be seen talking. You are working against Redbeard. I make no secret of it. We should have been rid of him decades ago, but you hands didn't do your job and kill him. Now I have a chance to work against him, and I am no coward. I will do what needs to be done. Redbeard is still the best, strongest choice for keeper. I am so disappointed, Raylan. I thought serving that madman closely would make you an ally. Instead, you submit to that old villain, another in a long line of fools. When Redbeard falls, I only hope he doesn't drag you down with him. I will decide what to do when that time comes. Alright, thank you for your honesty. I wish you wisdom. Now leave me, I have much to do. That is all I have to say to you. Good luck then, Raylan. Despite everything, I sort of like you. Soon I begin another journey. I miss my home. You share one more small cup of tea, then you depart. Alright, with that in mind, I'm going to save the game right here and see y'all at the next part, and then we'll explore the rest of the Raza Woods here.